Super chat.
Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the CryptoCeej with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Yes, indeed, it is. It's Generational Wealth Wednesday. It is indeed that. Today, look, we're going to dive in together and learn a little bit about these self-directed IRAs, kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly. If there is such a thing, I don't know, honestly. I know that there's some good things about them. I don't know if there's any bad or ugly. So we're going to learn about them a little bit. Should we consider them? Everyone's very, very familiar with iTrust Capital and what they're doing. I have not. I had a conversation with the founder or CEO of the company, but I don't have any experience using it. I did have a great conversation with him, and I did like I did enjoy our conversation. I like the fact that he recognized that there were other options and that it didn't have to be, one size fits all type deal. And I did like that without question. So, and I've heard about these self-directed IRAs. I've heard about the one for crypto a long time ago. It was a perpetual one. I can't forget the name of it. A long while ago. But in either case, you got to look at kind of both ways. Those that are primarily have been in a 401k or an IRA, looking to do more things in the digital asset space. And then those that maybe don't have one and that are primarily in digital assets and maybe gold or something like that. What it would be the benefits from having a self-directed IRA, and what's the advantages? I know a lot of it is kind of this tax deferred scenario that you can kind of get yourself in with your gains and your assets. We're going to learn about those together and kind of weigh the pros and cons, if you will. So what's going on, guys? Good to see you guys tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for hitting the like and subscribe. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. On this channel, we talk Generational Wealth Wednesday. And the reason why we titled the stream that is because, we talk a lot about in crypto, we talk a lot about exit strategies. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't think about their wealth strategy. They don't prepare for the sudden wealth that can easily happen to you. Easily. You could easily, have $1 million or $2 million and accumulate that in about an 18-month, 2-year time frame in the digital asset space. Easily. Right? Easily that can be done. How many people the XRP run up to $3 and change? How many of you, that was your first experience kind of being part of that and witnessing that and what that looks like, right? Didn't know how to operate, didn't know what to do, didn't really know how to cash out or take some profit, right? So I know it was new to a lot of us. Right? Seeing the thing kind of go up and realize, and then writing it down. I can't tell you how many YouTubers, content creators, wrote it up and wrote it all the way back down, right? Didn't know really what to do, what to expect, was not prepared. And it's not so much about the exit strategy as it is about the wealth strategy. What are you going to do when all of a sudden you have millions? How are you going to prepare? Do you have a team put together? What does that look like? Have you looked into investment bankers? Have you looked into a wealth advisor? Do you have an accountant? Do you have a team together that's working and coordinate with each other on your wealth plan, right? These type of things. And I know a self-directed IRA has some great benefits to it, right? Some people might not even know what they are, what they look like. We're going to go over that a little bit as well. So guys, appreciate you being here tonight. Crypto Delivery, good to see you, my friend. Work until I die, remodeling and repair. I love that. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Bro, XRP is here. Appreciate you hanging out today, bro. It's twice we got to hang out together. How about that? Billionaire H is here without question. So guys, listen, that's kind of the deal. Self-directed IRAs. Anyone familiar with iTrust Capital? I know it's a popular one amongst the XRP community. Is anybody familiar with that particular one? James at the water cooler is here. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. You did? Bro, I did not see that. Let me check. Let me go check that right now, bro, XRP. I did not see that email. I just got yelled at by Miss CryptoCeej because she's like, did you miss another ambassador call? Let me go check that because I did not see that, bro. Let me go make sure. Let's make sure that we got that in the books, man. So look, both the digital asset investor and BK talked about Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao being an economic advisor. So I don't know to the new prime minister of Japan. So I don't know. We left the stream early today with a certain kind of pause to that info because it hadn't kind of actually been verified. So apparently Jerry Hall from On the Chain actually said he just flat out on Twitter said it is not true. So we'll see. Let me check on that for you, man. Guys, forgive me for a second. So anybody get any further word on that? I got to put the freaking 2FA in. Anybody get the word on that? Forgive me, I have to eat too. Oh, I see it. I got it. I got you. I got you. I got it, brother. Yeah, we'll definitely hook up, man, for sure. Appreciate you reaching out. James at the water cooler says, Ceej, good to see you. Good to see you. Purchased another 4,000 today. Just getting small chunks at a time. 4,000, huh? Small chunks at a time, huh? Good for you, bro. We are talking XRP, yes, James? Hello, T-Med. How are you, miss? Good to see you. Rafael is here. You know what? I think I should put my microphone on. Crypto Delivery says, I'm waiting. Sun chips, peaceful. Let me see something. Let's do this. Good for you, James, man. I am happy to hear that you got your stuff. I want to buy another 1,500. T-Med says, yeah, James at the water cooler is definitely making some things happen. $4,000. I mean, 4,000. That's what, 25 cents a piece, right? So guys, what's up with the self-directed IRAs? We're going to learn a bit about that. I got my book, Money Master the Game, because I wanted to see if this book or the first one, and I can't remember, actually talked about self-directed IRAs. So anyone here currently hanging out are familiar using iTrust Capital or another self-directed IRA? Very nice. Yeah, bro, I hear you. I hear you. I kind of hit my milestone. We hit our milestone, if you will, milestone for XRP, and we decided to diversify into some other assets. But yeah, absolutely. But I got to tell you, when it was at 23 cents, I did put a few bucks in there just so I could say I got some at that price. Yeah. So making money with Celsius. Thanks again, Sean Green Bay. Oh yeah, you're welcome, my friend. We're gonna look into Celsius as an alternative to the self-directed IRAs. Maybe let's kind of weigh the pros and the cons of both, and kind of go from there. That's right. I like your strategy, man. Sean says, making money with Celsius. Thanks again for the tip a while back. Oh, you're welcome, my friend. You are absolutely glad you have a chance to take advantage of that monster. That monster that is Celsius. Yeah, I remember those days, James. I remember those 4,000, 5,000 per XRP purchases, get those great prices. XRP Joe is in the building. What's going on, XRP Joe? Yeah, so let's look into these self-directed IRAs a little bit just to kind of get an idea what they are. What? Chris is investing. I hope you guys have been using the link in the description of my videos. Chris says, I got down with them yesterday. Move XRP over there. Nice. Congrats, Chris. Congrats. I tell you what, I love getting those XRP, those interest in XRP every week. I love it. Right? First you start out, you get 3 or 4, and then next to you're getting 6 or 7, and then you get the double digits XRP every single week. It's not a bad gig if you can get one. Congratulations, Chris. Good to hear that, bro. You guys know I am an ambassador for Celsius. I understand they've taken out the network. There's Celsius now. So yeah, Celsius. Good to hear that, Chris. Good for you, bro. So let's look over a little bit over these self-directed IRAs. Let's see if we can't learn about them together, kind of the good, the bad, and again, the ugly, if there is any. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. XRP Joe, good to see you tonight. Guys, make sure you check out XRP Joe. This dude has been doing this thing on Twitter and YouTube. Big time community member and value add. XRP Joe, good to see you tonight, brother. So let's look at this. What I got to do? Share first. Let's share. Let's do this. Let's look into these self-directed IRAs and what is the big deal about them? Why do people like them so much? Let's see. All right, so we got 2 people who can share some info. We got Investopedia and we got Wikipedia. Let's go with Wikipedia first. What is a self-directed IRA? Now, is that going to work? Do I have to share the screen again? I have to share the screen again. Damn it. I think I do. Let me see. Yep, I sure do. I'd love it for them to be able to change that up. It'd be a little bit more Zoom-like, but they have so many other benefits to using this StreamYard. I cannot, in no way, shape, or form, complain. Love StreamYard. Love StreamYard. So, according to Wikipedia, self-directed IRA is an individual retirement account provided by some financial institutions in the United States, which allows alternative investments for retirement savings. Some examples of these alternative investments are real estate, private mortgages, private company stock, oil and gas, limited partnerships, precious metals, horses, and intellectual property. The complexity of the rules for self-directed IRAs prompted the SEC to issue a public notice in 2011 against an increased risk of fraud. In 2019, the maximum self-directed IRA and self-directed Roth IRA contribution is $6,000 or $7,000 if over the age of 50. The IRS regulations require that a qualified trustee or a custodian like iTrust Capital hold IRA assets on behalf of the IRA owner. The trustee and the custodian provides custody of the assets, processes all transactions, maintains other records pertaining to them, files required IRS reports, client statements, help clients understand the rules and regulations pertaining to certain prohibited transactions, and perform other administrative duties on behalf of the self-directed IRA owner. The account owner of the IRA chooses among the investment options allowed by the custodian. For regular IRAs, these options are stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. No, thank you. But with a self-directed IRA, the term self-directed refers to the significantly broader range of alternative investments available to the account owner. IRA custodians are allowed to restrict the type of assets they handle in addition to the internal restrictions. Okay. So there that is there. What is checkbook control? Checkbook control is one of the strategies of self-directed IRAs, where the owner can decide and invest its retirement funds in real estate, private loans, startup crowdfunding, precious metals like gold, cryptocurrency, and others. Unlike with traditional custodians, where the person usually is limited only to the stock market, to achieve this strategy, a business LLC is established and a checking account is opened. A custodian is then instructed to invest the IRA into the newly formed LLC. Essentially, they use the IRA funds to purchase the new LLC as an alternative asset investment on the investor's behalf. It's the only investment that will go through the custodian. Finally, the custodian sends you a capitalization check to the LLC's checking account. After that, the investor has an IRA LLC with checkbook control and manages the LLC so that the investor gains flexibility in investments and can buy assets not available through regular brokerage accounts. Okay. Custodians used in this scenario only to fund the LLC, therefore typically does not have any transaction fee, but has one fixed establishment fee and fixed maintenance fee. Interesting there, right? So that's some interesting stuff there. Prohibited asset types in life insurance and in collectibles such as artwork, rugs, antiques, says and metals. There are exceptions for certain kinds of bullion. Okay, gems, stamps, and coins can't buy any alcohol apparently, and tangible personal property. So that's just that, and that's a good definition there from Wikipedia on what a self-directed IRA is. So we're going to look at kind of the pros and the con. One of the benefits I've heard with these self-directed IRAs is being able to, nothing is when you purchase assets within this self-directed IRA, like crypto, for example, right? You don't pay any taxes on the gains. You don't pay any capital gains tax, right? So you're not paying any capital gains tax. So my thing is, do you need to be in a self-directed IRA to take advantage of that particular benefit of no gains tax, no capital gains tax? Now, my understanding is you do not need to do that. Jerry wannayacht. That's exactly right, brother. Appreciate you being here, my friend. And that's very kind of you to say that, man. I appreciate that. Celsius will get what Kraken got. Yeah, I'm beginning to think the same thing, my friend. I think they certainly are not going to want to be called a bank. Jamarcus South, what's up with you, brother? Good to see you tonight. What? Morris Prince C7 is in the building. How are you, bro? Good to see you. Guys, forgive me for eating, but I have to get this meal in before 9 o'clock. Devon Steve is here. Jerry says Ceej is a new voice of freedom and love. Black, white, green, blue. Black, white, green, blue. We're all one. We're all one big family. I appreciate that, brother. And that is exactly right. That is exactly right. That's what the digital asset space is all about. Let's win together. This is our chance to win. This is our chance to become the new wealth where we do things differently, where we think and act differently, where we understand it's not all about greed, but it's about giving, right? Like my mentor used to say to me, the secret to living is giving, right? I hear some kind of noise going on in the background. Rafael The Moor, alter ego voice fighting to get. I hear some kind of something going on in the background now. That is exactly right, Jerry. Wannayacht, absolutely. Appreciate you being here tonight, Jerry. Thanks, James. Absolutely, man. I mean, we're in a great spot. We're in a really, really blessed spot. So again, anyone here have a self-directed IRA and participating in that platform? Oh, Extra P. Joe, you're welcome, bro. I appreciate you being here, man. Loving you, Ceej. Thanks for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us all. Absolutely, man. It is my pleasure. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you big time. Hello, everyone. Sir Captain Sticks is in the building. Hold on. Right. So I haven't anyone said they have a self-directed IRA as of yet, right? So I do know that is one of the benefits, right? That you can expand your investing capabilities. You can expand into different things, which is cool, right? And that includes precious metals and digital assets. And I do know that there is a benefit to it of not paying the capital gains as well. Now, my thing is that $6,000 or $7,000 per year. So that is that's not overly exciting, right? But I do want to point out that the CEO, I forget his name, I believe it was Blake. I forget the name now. The CEO of iTrust Capital had pointed out that you don't have to stick with just one thing, right? You can have other things, right? So you could still have a self-directed IRA and have the Celsius platform as well, right? You can have both. You can leverage both, right? You can leverage both. So you can put something in the 6,000 or 7,000. I do like the fact that they set up that that LLC the way it's set up like that. I absolutely love that because that kind of stuff will help with asset protection, right? Absolutely. Work until I die. I hear you, man. I hear you. Mr. XRP All In is in the building. What's up, my friend? Yeah, I'm in agreement with you too, Jerry. I do believe that Celsius can get that. And we'll see what they're going to do, that charter. We'll see what they're looking to do with it. Because they don't necessarily, they take deposits in a way now, don't they? You're depositing your assets on that platform, right? So let's see if there's any other kind of benefits to these self-directed IRAs. Now, that's in 2013, so I don't want to do that. Let's see what this says here. Self-directed IRAs benefits. This is from theintrustgroup.com. Increase the potential for growth. Opening a self-directed retirement account gives you the freedom to invest in almost any type of asset. Benefit, meaning you have more flexibility. So we covered that. Take control of your financial future. Put your knowledge and expertise of a particular industry or niche to good use. Make investment decisions based on what you know and understand to grow your retirement. Okay. Protect your wealth against economic fluctuations. The ability to diversify your portfolio by investing in alternative assets, such as real estate and precious metals, can act as a hedge against market fluctuations and volatility. So I'm wondering, what are the benefits of purchasing your real estate? You can purchase real estate anytime you want. So what's the benefit of purchasing it through a self-directed IRA? Grow your savings in a tax advantage account. Investing over time in a SD self-directed IRA that allows for tax-deferred or tax-free growth can significantly affect future wealth positively. There it is, the difference between a self-directed IRA and other retirement accounts. So there it is. The big difference is the increased flexibility in investment options. Simply put, working with a self-directed IRA company allows you to invest in practically anything. A typical retirement account, on the other hand, limits you to the assets offered by that particular custodian. So what is the benefit of purchasing again real estate? And it has to be the tax deferred. It has to be that as the main benefit. All right, so they give an example. Let's look at an example. I'm going to share this. I don't know why this thing is moving, but let's share the screen and look at this example together. Because again, I want to, I'm learning about this as well. I don't have a self-directed IRA. I've looked into it. I had a conversation with the CEO from iTrust Capital. Very nice conversation. So let's look at this example with real estate. It says, let's look at an example. Ownership, purchased a $100,000 home, I guess. SDIRA, $100,000 profit for sale, $200,000. So, okay. All right. Ownership for rental income, 40 grand. All right. You purchase a home for $100,000 and then sell it for twice that amount. If this property was part of your SDIRA, the profit would go directly into your IRA and ultimately be tax deferred, allowing it to potentially grow tax-free. Now pretend that you rent this same piece of real estate out annually for $40,000. If this property was part of your SDIRA, once again, this income would go directly back into the IRA and ultimately be tax deferred. So the tax is the big advantage, right? Tax deferred. And you can also do this with the Celsius platform. You can get yourself into the tax deferred space. I like that they use that as an example. The increased freedom provided by the self-directed IRAs comes with extra rules. Work with an experienced IRA company. All right, so they're promoting what they have going on there. I get it. Private placement. Turn that off there. So guys, those are cool, right? Those are great things to be able to do. And understanding the different options and stuff like that. I hopefully will get someone that'll check in. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're trying to get just as many likes as we do have viewers in the stream, without question. And Rafael, explain the Celsius platform tax deferment. Well, the reason why it's a tax deferment with Celsius, Rafael, and it's a great question, is that you can collateralize your assets, right? So if you have, for example, you can do a USDC, you can do a stable loan. You have $100,000, you can take $100,000 in USDC as an example. Okay, put it in the USDC, take a loan against that, and that's one-to-one loan. They have that coming soon, I believe, coming real soon, and you can get the $100,000 and do what you want in the space, in the digital asset space, right? So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing is you can take the value of your crypto, let's say it's XRP, and take a loan out. It's a different kind of loan because it's not one-to-one. It is a 25% LTV, loan to value, a 33% loan to value, and 50% loan to value. And you can get, for example, if you have $20,000 in XRP, if you want to do a 1% loan, it's a 25% LTV, right? So it's $5,000. Right? LTV, and the interest is 1% a year. And you do that, you take that loan and you do that collateral loan. There's no taxes on that. There's no tax on that because it's a loan. The loan is the tax deferment, if you will. And I would definitely check with your accountant and CPA and that kind of stuff as well, and look into the advantages of doing things on the Celsius platform as an LLC. As an LLC, right? Chris says, I tried to do a in-service rollover for some of my 401k to go to iTrust, and they said, heck no. I did not know that. In-service, what does that mean? Chris, what does in-service rollover mean? Work until I die. Learn something new today. That's why we're here, so we can learn together. So what? You can buy and sell real estate on your IRA and not have to self-directed IRAs. Self-directed, big difference. Work until I die, because the regular IRAs are very, very limited. Usually stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Self-directed IRA, again, one of the things that they pointed out is the flexibility to invest in different things, and one of them is real estate. So what? You can buy and sell real estate on your IRA and not have to pay taxes off the profit? He's like, OMG, what? That's what I read. That's what I read. Oh, yeah. So you had to be terminated from your job. Yep. So you're still working. Yep, I got you, Chris. Yep. So again, you can do that through your IRA, your self-directed IRA, in terms of one of the biggest advantages, sure, is flexibility, being able to invest in different things like that. The real estate thing is huge. Like, that's really, really huge, right? And so that's why I believe it was Blake who said, you don't have to just be stuck with one thing, one strategy, right? You can have a self-directed IRA. You can take the advantages of Celsius and what Celsius offers, right? That's the great thing about the place and time that we're in now. You and I have so many more options, so many options at our disposal now. I mean, it's absolutely outstanding. It is absolutely outstanding. And I have to tell you that, you know, we participate in 2 out of the 3 things that we want to participate in: Celsius platform, dividend paying and interest paying. Dividend paying, I can't really say interest because it's still up to them, but it's dividend paying, right? And what is it called? Dividend paying, properly structured whole life insurance, right? Where we're able to become our own bank and control our own finances and take loans, do a loan, right? Same thing as Celsius, right? No credit checks, no lobbying, no having to prove to yourself, prove to someone else that you're worthy of the loan, right? Get out of that interest trap that banks and other loan institutions want to put you into, right? You can do that with a properly structured dividend paying life insurance, right? And you can do that with the Celsius network. So we're doing both of those. And our next one will be the self-directed IRA to take advantage of the options that they have there as well, right? To take advantage of the options that they have as well. And certainly digital assets is a good one, right? Maybe something along the lines of kind of putting something away for the daughter or my son, or, you know, one of my grandchildren, not one of my grandchildren, my grandchildren, right? Maybe something like that, right? But that real estate thing is that is very interesting, right? Because, you know, most of us, I think, want to diversify and start acquiring real estate, right? So that's just, you know, I didn't know that about real estate with the self-directed IRAs. I was thinking primarily precious metals and crypto in terms of the gains and not having to pay taxes on those gains, right? So that's what I was looking at. Again, for me, when you want to go live your life with your digital asset earnings in a self-directed IRA, how are you doing that? How are you living your life? Let's say you have $100,000. No. Let's just say you have $500,000. You want to take $100,000 out and go live your life. What does that mean from a self-directed IRA perspective? What does that mean? What are you taking out? What is taxable and what's not taxable? Right? What does that mean? Where I know with Celsius and I know with a properly structured dividend paying whole life insurance, I know exactly what it means. Because it is in a loan, it's not taxable and I can go live my life. That's what I do know. I don't know how it would work with a self-directed IRA. I want to go live my life, right? And the other part of that I like so much about Celsius and properly structured dividend-paying whole life insurance is because I don't get rid of my assets. I hold my assets, right? I hold it, right? You know, I'm paying back to Celsius, right? Which is I'm supporting a platform that's supporting me, right? And at the end, think about this, right? You only pay the interest. You don't pay interest in principal with Celsius, which is what I love. You know, some people are going to be positioned to take advantage of the 1% loan, 1% interest, APY, right? Some people may need to take advantage of the 33%, and that's a 3.95% interest. Some people need to take, you know, they need the 50% LTV, right? $10,000 worth of crypto, they need $5,000, right? They don't need 25% LTV loan at 1%. They, you know, so they pay the higher interest, which is 7.95%, I believe, right? right? And they get more money. They get more money towards their value. So you kind of have to get in where you can fit in what's best for you. But the bottom line though, is when you pay that loan back, again, for me, my thinking is when I pay Celsius back on a loan, I am supporting the platform that is supporting me, right? Number one, they're paying 80% back to the deposit holders. They're paying me interest on EOS, what are the ones I have? EOS, stable, USDC, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're paying me interest, the highest interest in the market, in the digital asset space right now. They're paying the highest rate on BTC and on ETH. They're paying it to me for depositing my BTC and ETH there. They're paying it to me. So if I take a loan and I'm paying it back at 1% or 3.95% or 7.95%, I'm supporting a platform that's supporting me. That's the way I look at it. And the same thing with the dividend paying whole life insurance policy. Same thing. Same thing. I pay back into that thing that amps up, that multiplies the dividends and stuff that I get from the platform. It's pretty cool. And there's a death benefit to it as well with the dividend paying whole life insurance, which I like as well, right? Because I don't need the life insurance now, right? I need the life insurance when I'm gone, and then my family takes advantage of that. That's the way I see it, right? So whether it be $5 million or $10 million, whatever it is, right? Right? Miss CryptoCeej, my daughter, my grandchildren can benefit from that. Oh, Dan Robb is in Japan. You're in Japan, dude? Dan Robb is in Japan. What's good, dude? CryptoCeej, my man. It's your boy in Japan. I have a question. Stellar Lumen. What's the word on it? I don't know. I listened to something earlier today about Stellar Lumens and IBM. Looks like it's a for real deal. There was some, I don't know, but there was some kind of rumblings about that they had, the partnership is no longer together. So I don't have the ins and outs of Stellar Lumens. I just don't have the ins and outs to give you an honest answer, especially a correct answer. But some people feel like Stellar Lumens is going to be in this particular region doing something with IBM, and this is the asset that's going to be used. So I don't know. What's the word? Did you hear about this, Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao? Dan? Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that? Oh, who's going to hook up with XRP? Hey, Cookie Munt, what's going on, my friend? So is it true? Is there any rumblings out in Japan that did he get that position as economic advisor to the new prime minister? Guys, Dan Robb is checking in from freaking Japan. So is that true? The word on the street is he got a gig, economic advisor to the new prime minister. That's the word on the street. Okay, you're not sure? Cool. Yeah, definitely let me know, bro, if you can. Good, because we got some people on Twitter saying it's definitely true, but we got one guy saying that is definitely not true. I was hoping to hear something from Crypto Eddie about it, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen a video or anything about it. So it would be massive news if that is true. That would be massive news if that is true. So you heard Stellar Lumens is going to hook up with XRP in some way. Flare is going to be massive, guys, just to let you know. So yeah, it's definitely some benefits to the self-directed IRA. Again, iTrust Capital has been pretty popular within the XRP community. So I would definitely encourage you to check it out. He's a good guy to talk to. He'll answer any questions that you have, learn more about it, see if it's something that fits for you and your particular position, right? again, you don't have to be all in on one, right? And so I know for us, right, we'll take advantage of the self-directed IRA at the right time, whether it be for real estate, whether it be a certain portion of the XRP holdings in this IRA, you know, and just kind of letting it grow, you know, that type of deal, right? But to do that, you gotta, if you're not rolling anything over, you have to cash it out, you know, deposit the cash and then repurchase, you know, type deal. Harmony One, yes, I am a little, not overly familiar. I do know a little. I don't know much about Harmony. I do know that one of the big players in Algorand, one of, you know, when I say big players, partners, whether it be eTerra Capital or one of those type, right, is invested in a few things. One is Algorand and one is Harmony One. I think it's Harmony One, and Definity is another. I believe that to be right. But in terms of what Harmony One is, how it works, I don't know much about that, Sean, at all. XRP, Stellar, Link on top of B2B transactions. Okay. So that's kind of where I am there, guys. There was something that I wanted to share with you guys, and it was just kind of like a just in case. So what is the deal? Anybody thinking about getting a BitPay card, right? Anybody thinking about getting this BitPay card? U.S. consumers flock to the first MasterCard branded BitPay card. Yeah, I think that's and they apparently got some really, really good fees and stuff like that as well. A lot of things going on as well. So that's kind of the deal with the self-directed IRAs, guys. It's something to, I think the most important thing to point out. Oh, it's a Japanese tabloid. Gotcha. Oh, if it's a tabloid, Monk Studio, I appreciate you being here. That's kind of hard, right? Yeah, Jason Carter, I appreciate you hanging out tonight, man. And that's a good point too, as well. Looking forward to getting a Kraken bank card. Now it's going to be now we got to really look at the fees and what is it going to look like to have a Kraken bank card? What is that going to look like? What's the fee structure, right? BitPay, I'm told, has a really, 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 really good deal in terms of being able to use your crypto. Yeah, good to see you, Jason Carter. Appreciate you hanging out tonight, man. Right, and so that's kind of the deal. I mean, United States, that's cool and that's gravy, but ultimately, it's going to be about the fees, right? It's going to be, you know, how they going to transition that BTC to be used, if you will, BTC, ETH, XRP, to be used out there in the world. What is that exchange rate? What is that going to look like for the end user? That ultimately is going to be the bottom line. And so maybe it doesn't hurt to have more than one. Maybe get a BitPay card, get an Uphold card, get a Kraken card, and see kind of which ones are the benefits, right? Which one worked the best. The great thing for you and I, because we have so many more options. It's crazy good. So Monk Studio says Yoshitaka Kitao, CEO of Financial Services, SBI Holdings, has been named as the economic advisor of Japan's new Prime Minister, Yoshihide Suga. Yoshihide Suga, according to Japanese tabloid. But it's the tabloid. That's the challenge, right? Deal is. Because again, Jerry Hall from On the Chain said it's not true. But I do know that they're tight. So we'll have to just see. Yeah, right, Junior Junior Del Giorno. How are you, Junior? Appreciate you being here. Junior says Suga, Suga. It's probably Suga. Suga and Kitao are tight and have history, so I wouldn't be surprised if Kitao was offered the economic advisor role. Ooh, yeah, that would be great, Junior. I'm telling you. And I was saying in the stream earlier today, I'm like, what? Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao is busy. Don't they know this dude is getting ready to put together? He's creating the fourth bank, 58 regional banks, all destined to use XRP. This dude is busy. But if he takes the gig, if he's offered some kind of economic advisor role, wow. Wow. We'll see. We'll see. It's interesting. I would be so excited. I would be talking about it. I had to calm myself down because as soon as I got the word on the stream that it's not true, that a prominent YouTuber said no, that's not true. I have to slow down. Like, hold on, we're gonna have to wait on the word from Crypto Eddie because I was excited about it. I was really, really pumped. I mean, excited about it. Because I listened to Adam Trademan earlier today, who's the CEO of SBI Ripple Asia, is saying that Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, he was being interviewed by Thinking Crypto, talking about a value add to this community. Thinking Crypto, big time value add. He was being interviewed by Thinking Crypto, and he said, I just got to let you know, Mr. Kitao is the biggest fan of XRP out there. Echoing the words that I've been saying on this channel from day one, right? Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao is the biggest fan of XRP. Tonio Brown's in the building. What's good, bro? Hi, CryptoCeej, Generational Wealth Wednesday. Whoop, whoop. Keep kicking the knowledge, bro. Yes, sir. Indeed. Good to see you tonight, Tonio. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's up. But guys, that's kind of the rundown on the self-directed IRAs, right? On the self-directed IRAs. So again, you don't have to be all in on Celsius or all in on dividend paying whole life insurance, right? You can have some money in a self-directed IRA and leveraging the benefits that offers as well, right? As well. What's up, XRP Lava? Good to see you. Yeah, so that's kind of the deal there, guys. Wanted to kind of give you, some information. I mean, the flexibility in terms of being able to invest, absolutely outstanding for the self-directed IRAs. Like, look, if you don't have anything to roll over, and if you're primarily in, and maybe say precious metals or primarily in digital assets, you have to cash in the value, right? You got to sell it, put it into the thing, right? So that they take the cash out, and then you repurchase through the self-directed IRA. I thought I turned this thing off. Forgive me. So that's how that kind of works, right? So I know a lot of people in the digital asset space, they are primarily invested in digital assets, right? And so they don't have anything to roll over, no 401k or TSP or anything like that. So the way that would work is you would sell your digital assets. Let's say you get $10,000 worth of digital assets. You got to sell it, right? And then you set up that account. They take it out of the account. Now it's in a self-directed IRA, and then you can buy it back through that self-directed IRA. And then any future purchases you make through the IRA, you get the advantages of, the tax deferment, capital gains, those different things. But you're going to have to liquidate your assets, whether that be the value that you have in the precious metals or in the digital assets. Right. And so I know I've thought about it for a little bit, thinking, maybe I should take a certain portion of the of digital assets, just sell it, and then rebuy it back in, so that I could take advantage of that. Right. Even though it's only 6,000 or 7,000 a year, that's just not a ton to be able to put in there. Just not a ton, right? per year, but it's better than nothing, right? Especially if you're able to make some kind of purchases. But if you can only put 6 or 7 in a year, how are you going to purchase real estate in there, right? Unless the value of your assets, whether it be gold or your digital assets, goes up in that value, then you can use it to purchase. CUI3s. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you hanging out today. Is 2 million VeChain enough? For me, no. Because the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned, with VeChain. But you have to do your own homework, do your due diligence. I certainly would not give you financial advice without question, right? I'm just a guy on YouTube sharing my journey with everyone. So don't take it financial advice from me, but I don't think there's enough XRP to be had. I don't think there's enough digital assets as a space in this entirety, right? The top 10, top 20, you can never have enough. Could never have enough. So hopefully we'll get the word on this whole economic advisor thing from Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao. Hopefully we'll get the word. Hopefully we will get the word. So guys, there it is about the self-directed IRAs. For me, we're going to, for me and Miss CryptoCeej, we're participating in two of those, right? So the dividend paying whole life insurance, that allows us to become our own banker and not have to deal with financing through banks. And we're participating big time in the Celsius platform. And, we're looking into some of the benefits from having a self-directed IRA. We do not have one as of yet. So we're going to talk a little bit about these LLCs on another Generational Wealth Wednesday, and really, really look into those. Really? Cookie Munt is sharing some interesting stuff here. Anybody with a UK passport move to Jersey, tax haven island off of France. You can cash out your crypto for 0%. It's classed as capital gains, and capital gains is tax-free in, you say in New Jersey? Are we talking New Jersey, Cookie Munt? Huh? I know they did talk about Delaware LLCs, Jersey LLCs. No, okay. So Jersey. Where is Jersey? Haven Island off of France. So it's some Jersey off of France. Never heard of it. Interesting. All right. Thanks for the knowledge, man. Appreciate you sharing, Cookie Munt. Interesting. You got it? Interesting. So guys, we're gonna wrap this up here in a few minutes, but I want to let you guys know we do have one of our favorite libations here. I hope you had some time to grab yours as well. Shout out to Generational Wealth Wednesday. Got to get the red wine in. Holy moly is here. Is that Holy Moly or Holly Molly? Which one is it? Is it on a leg up? We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I know Wednesday we'll know a little bit more about what the market is doing. We'll know a little bit more about what the market is doing. So guys, there it is, right? You got the self-directed IRA. You have the Celsius platform that pays the highest interest on your assets out of any platform out there. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter staking. Doesn't matter what it is. They pay the most interest on your assets. And then you have the dividend paying whole life insurance where it allows you to get dividends. I love it. And you also get the advantage of becoming your own banker and not having to deal with the financial woes, if you will, in the interest world. Very nice. So you can just move there, though. Let me see. Just put your money there. You can cash out your crypto for 0%. Capital gains. Just near France, baby. Near France. Yep. Yeah, it's a tax haven for sure. I bet. Sounds like it. Good to know. Plenty of time to pack your bags. Absolutely good to know. So there it is, guys. Look into it. I would definitely recommend getting on the phone, getting on the horn with the CEO from iTrust Capital, learning more about it, see if it, again, meets your needs. If it kind of fits in for where you are right now currently, and he'll discuss some options with you if you happen to be primarily in precious metals or primarily in digital assets, and you don't have anything to roll over, no 401ks or anything, some other IRAs or anything like that. So that's it, guys. Listen, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Generational Wealth Wednesdays, I absolutely love it. CryptoCeej, Swift and XRP have been joined in Switzerland. Yeah, I saw that. There was an article about that not too long ago, Dan Rob, on that particular platform where they're going to work. They're going to be side by side, and their potential clients and customers can choose which road they want to take. Swift or the behemoth that is Ripple. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this stream like I do all my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.